Hey everybody, it's Chris, and today we're looking at the second of the Royal line discs. This is going to be the distance driver, the Rive. I am probably pronouncing that wrong. I apologize ahead of time. Now this is a new plastic that this driver is in, and what I can tell you about it is it looks really good and it feels even better. It seems like it's going to be super glossy, and that means it's going to be slick, but I have loved the amount of grip I've had on this disc. I've gotten super clean releases, and I think that's adding distance to my throws with it. I did compare it to a Raider and a Ballista Pro. I think these are the closest comparisons, in my opinion, that I could think of. It is a similar wing width to the Raider with a 2.3 centimeter rim, but it is a little bit smaller diameter and it's a little bit taller. So it's almost like I imagine somebody like squished the disc and the top popped out. Now that's not what happened, but that in my head, that of course image came like this. So it's a little more compact than the Raider overall, but it flies very similar. When I got them on good lines together, they were almost always within 5 feet of each other. And the plastic, I can't say it enough, the plastic feels great. So if you can get your hands on one of these, I think you'll be really impressed. They fly super well. I'm really looking forward. I have avoided all reviews, including Tristan Tanner's, on these discs until I could finish up my testing, so I would have my own opinions. But I saw Tristan just posted some memorial stuff with a picture of these in them. So I'm looking forward to seeing those because I think everybody's going to be liking these a lot, and I'm certain the plastic is going over well. So, like I said, similar to a Raider, Ballista Pro type category disc, very long range driver, very workhorse. You're going to be able to throw it hard. Yes, it's going to tip out if you really work it. Me not being able to throw over 400 feet, I was still getting a little bit of turn, especially if I forced it, and then a nice reliable fade at the end. If you're a bigger arm, obviously adjust that. It's probably going to turn a little bit more, also more distance obviously, and smaller arms. You're going to have to flex it more to get that full flight, or you're just going to have more of a meat hook. So, once again, Tommy Flake did join me in this video, and you're going to see him throw one of his, as he said, one of the longest shots he's thrown with one of these two discs. I think it was with the pink one. Yeah, I think this is going to be a hit. I really like the plastic, and the driver is fantastic as well. So this is a good one. We'll go to the footage. If you have any questions or comments, please put them below so I can get back to you as always, and thanks for watching. Here's the side-by-side of the two wings. As you can see, there's a little bit of shape difference, a little bit different slope underneath, as well as a little bit higher dome on the Rive. Now, we're not actually in New Albany. We're going to be in Georgetown, Indiana today at the Severn Lang Memorial Course. In the practice field, this is Tommy Flake throwing. That was the first time I saw a Rive fly, and I was pretty excited, and then I saw Tommy throw this shot, and this one really got me curious. And Tommy's actually going to talk about that particular throw when he talks about the disc a little bit. For the second shot, you're going to see my apology pop up. I should have adjusted the camera. I did ask Tommy to throw them flatter or even a little bit of hyzer release just so we could see how they'd finish. As you can see, still a really nice smooth flight, but there is that finishing stability.
I'm Tommy Flake, and the Royal Rive. I really like that. The plastic feels good, but I'm a gold line kind of a plastic guy. But I think I might have thrown it furthest I've thrown a disc yet, so it's definitely going in the bag.
So these are my first two throws with the disc. After watching Tommy throw, I wanted to throw my first shot fairly flat and just see how the disc would fade, and get this result. And then the second one, I wanted to turn it over a little bit, get a nice S shape out of it, and you're going to see here's that turnover and the fade back at the end, and that's the flight I was getting the best results with the Rive overall. Taking them to the field, here's Rive versus Raider. You're going to see the shape of the throws are a little bit different. Rive is turned over just a little bit more than the Raider, but these shots, distance-wise, are going to be fairly similar. The Rive, I think, was 5 to 10 feet farther out there, and the Rive was forced over more, so it is going to, of course, be more right. If you watch the Faith review, I do apologize. The camera was not far enough back for the spike hyzer. You are going to see Rive versus Ballista Pro. They're going to come back into the screen right about now, fading out into the patch of dead grass out there, and they're going to be very similar results distance-wise and angle control. Here again, Rive versus Raider. This throw was crazy. I completely misreleased the Rive. Too low, but it had so much speed that, again, this ended up within 5 feet of the Raider, even with that really bad line. So 2 more flexes. These are intentional, just putting them up high. These ones both went right around 395, 400 feet. And I thought this is where the disc really shined. Not this height necessarily, but if I could turn it over just a little bit, get some flex on it, I thought it gave a really nice S flight overall. To wrap up, the Rive is a 2.3 centimeter wing driver that's going to compare favorably to the Raider or the Ballista Pro as a workhorse distance driver for most players. Bigger arms are going to be able to flex it out and get max distance. Smaller arms, of course, it's going to be slightly more of a meat hook. But especially in this Royal Line plastic, I think just about everybody's going to like it. If you found this video informative, or if you liked it, please feel free to give it a thumbs up, share it out there, or even subscribe to the page. As always, thanks for watching.